Welcome to our session today, and maybe briefly you can introduce yourself and tell us more how it has been being a caregiver to a mentally ill patient.
My name is Eunice Wambui. I have been a caregiver to a mentally ill patient for over 10 years now. My younger sister was diagnosed with bipolar, maybe in 2010. So that makes it just 11 years. Yes.
Okay, karibu sana. And what I would want maybe to know from you is how has it been being a caregiver to a mentally ill patient? Are there some challenges that you've experienced, or what would you tell about that journey?
Of course, there are challenges, a lot of them, because number one, there's the psychological aspect. It is not easy, sometimes just going to bed and you don't know where she is, how she's doing, if she has relapsed, if she's doing well. So there's that mental, let me call it mental torture. Then there's the social aspect of it. You get stigma from people. They don't want to be associated with your family. You see, it's something that is genetic. There's an aunt of ours, and I hear some other stories of a grandmother who used to have some mental problems. So some people think ni uchawi kwa familia. Then there's the financial bit. The medications are not cheap. It is expensive, because it's a medication that she needs to take daily. So you have to ensure you buy a dose for a whole month, go back to get more medication, there are injections. Then when she relapses, the mental facility is also not an expensive, it's not a cheap affair. Then there's
Sorry about that journey that you've gone through. And maybe I can inquire, have you ever tried to seek for help, also professional help, so as you can get to know how you would assist your patient?
to be honest, the daktari, we did not used to think, it is an illness. Tulikuwa tunadhani next times ni kujifanya, when she gets those mental breakdowns, when she starts becoming violent or when she's crying, we used to think she's just throwing tantrums. But over time, we decided let us just take her to the hospital. So we did that. The first time we took her to hospital was in 2013. And from there, we have been in and out of many facilities, getting professional help from psychiatrists, counselors. She does well for a while. At mwingine, she's not okay. So yes, we've been in contact with professionals now and then. Yeah, you have to keep them close in case of anything.
Okay. So maybe one of the things we can look into new things that we can try to see how to assist you as a caregiver, because at the end of the day we always say in case someone is infected, you're also affected as the caregiver. So maybe we can try and explore some of the things that we've tried to make the journey much less easier. So maybe we can look at some of the things that you can try out, because I believe in every problem there is always a solution if you try and explore one. So maybe we can see, like for you as a caregiver, you can start looking into new ways on how to go about the caregiving. Maybe you've been too monotonous on what you've been doing. Like maybe you've just been doing the clinics on the reviews, and maybe the psychological part wasn't so much insisted or emphasized. So we can start exploring what other new ways can you try to do as a caregiver. You can also join support groups as a caregiver. Maybe other people outside there who are also like you caregivers are also struggling with the same struggles that you're experiencing. So maybe if you found a support group, maybe in the church or maybe in the society, all of you can join hands and try to assist your patients. There's also the aspect of encouraging your patients to be consistent in their reviews, also psychiatric reviews, like your patient. They can be reviewed every now and then, like in a monthly review by the doctor. So as you can get to know, is their dosage going in hand with what the doctor is advising, and are you getting the progress that you would be expecting? Also, you can get psychological support where you see a counselor, you as the caregiver, and also your patient. So this evens the journey whereby the patient doesn't project their stressors to you as the caregiver, and also you as the caregiver, you don't project your stressors to the patient. So we can also explore facilities that offer maybe free facilitations of the services that you get for your patient, because you talked about financial support, which is a bit difficult. So you can look for facilities, e.g., I'll give an example of Lifebridge Hospital, whereby currently they are giving the service of a free drug toxicology for students. So maybe you can also find facilities that offer some free services, or maybe less or subsidized fees for their services they give to their patients. Also, it's good to look out, you as a caregiver, what do? You said there is that psychological and social aspect where you are affected as a caregiver. You can find out or explore ways where you can find how to get your own time as a caregiver. So as you get your own time, you develop yourself, you get to know that you are releasing your stressors from that environment. I think with uh, uh, such plans, you can also manage to be a better caregiver, maybe in the future. And also maybe to other people who are experiencing the same, I think we should always, like, we can also advise them that the best way to go about this is seeking help wherever possible, because you might not have the solution to everything. So if you go seeking help where possible, I think you can always be supported.